You've been lied to. The secret behind billionaires' unstoppable productivity isn't about waking up at 5 a.m. It's about who they become before the world even opens its eyes. The question is, are you willing to do what the average person refuses to do? To reprogram your mind, body, and purpose before the sun rises? The truth is, most people start their day in reaction, not creation. They wake up already chasing the clock, already stressed, already behind. Their mind is in chaos before they've even had the chance to think. This is why mediocrity has become the norm. But billionaires, the true masters of productivity, play a different game entirely. They don't start their mornings responding to the world. They start by commanding it. When I studied the psychology of the wealthy, I found that success was never accidental. There are patterns, mental codes, and sacred rituals that shape how billionaires think before they act. This video is not about cliché morning motivation. It's about the exact sequence of actions that recalibrate your brain chemistry for performance, focus, and exponential growth. The same principles that have built empires and fortunes. If you don't understand this formula, every day becomes a repeat of yesterday. Same distractions, same chaos, same lack of progress. You'll live in a loop, working hard, but never advancing. Because success doesn't begin when you open your laptop. It begins the moment your feet touch the floor. That's when the battle for your future begins. Stay until the end, because I'll break down the exact billionaire morning blueprint, step by step, that can 10x your productivity, double your energy, and reprogram your subconscious mind for unstoppable achievement. If you're someone who refuses to live an average life, hit that like button and subscribe. Let this wisdom reach more minds ready for elevation, because as you rise, you lift others with you. Every billionaire I've ever studied has one thing in common. Their morning is a sacred battlefield, not for the body but for the mind. And the first secret begins before they even open their eyes. 1. The wake-up trigger. Control your mind before the world does. The average person wakes up to their phone. The billionaire wakes up for their purpose. The moment your eyes open, your subconscious is vulnerable. Checking notifications instantly floods your brain with cortisol. You begin your day in fight or flight. Billionaires, instead, spend the first 10 minutes in silence or intention. Jeff Bezos once said he avoids morning meetings because he protects his highest mental state. That's not a luxury, that's strategy. You can't create wealth in a reactive mind. 2. The 5-minute mental calibration. Napoleon Hill taught, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." But belief must be programmed daily. Billionaires spend the first few minutes visualizing not what they want, but who they are becoming. They mentally rehearse success like athletes rehearse a game. This primes the reticular activating system, your brain's filter, to seek opportunities that align with your dominant thoughts. It's neuroscience, not magic. 3. Physical motion creates mental momentum. The body is the mind's hardware. When billionaires train in the morning, even a 10-minute HIIT, cold shower, or a brisk walk, they're not chasing aesthetics. They're generating dopamine, endorphins, and BDNF, the brain chemical linked to focus and learning. Elon Musk's move early habit or Mark Cuban's workouts aren't vanity. They're biochemical preparation for high-stakes decision-making. 4. The billionaire breakfast. Fuel, not reward. You'll never see Warren Buffett or Richard Branson indulge in heavy breakfasts that crash their focus. They eat strategically, high protein, low sugar, timed hydration. Because food is fuel for cognition, not comfort. Your blood sugar curve is your productivity curve. Every decision you make is affected by it. 5. The compound focus hour. Billionaires block the first 60 minutes for their singular most valuable task. No emails, no meetings, no noise. Warren Buffett once said, "The difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything." This is that principle in action. They stack uninterrupted focus like compound interest. Each day's discipline multiplies exponentially. 6. Journaling as a decision-making weapon. Journaling isn't self-help, it's strategy. When you put thoughts on paper, you move them from emotion to structure. Billionaires like Ray Dalio use morning journaling to analyze thoughts like data, identifying biases, emotional triggers, and decision patterns. That's why their choices seem cold, clear, and calculated, because they are. 7. The information fast. Most people flood their brains with digital noise before breakfast. News, memes, headlines. Billionaires protect their mental bandwidth like gold. They consume selectively, usually reading economic briefings, investor letters, or industry reports that sharpen their edge. Remember, garbage in, garbage out. Your inputs dictate your outcomes. 8. The vision alignment ritual. Every billionaire revisits their vision daily, not yearly. They remind themselves why they do what they do. This strengthens the neural network of purpose, which drives persistence. When adversity hits, and it will, they don't crumble because their why has been rehearsed hundreds of times in their subconscious. 9. The 401k mindset. Most people treat savings as an afterthought. Billionaires treat it as automation. They invest the first dollar, not the last. Automated contributions to 401k's high-yield savings and index funds are not about convenience, they're about identity. They see themselves as investors first, consumers second. Their habits reflect their self-image. 10. The mentor in the mirror technique. Napoleon Hill's timeless exercise. Stand before the mirror and speak affirmations not of fantasy, but of identity. I am disciplined. I am decisive. I am capable of building empires. Billionaires like Arnold Schwarzenegger used this principle before fame, shaping belief before achievement. Words become commands to the subconscious mind. 11. The deep work segment. Cal Newport popularized it, but billionaires have practiced it for decades. Extended focus blocks without interruption. This is where billion-dollar ideas are born. Steve Jobs' morning think walks were deep work disguised as relaxation. They understood that silence is the birthplace of clarity. 12. The gratitude protocol. Gratitude rewires the brain's reward system. Billionaires know that appreciation sustains ambition. Tony Robbins, for instance, begins his mornings listing 3 things he's grateful for. 1 simple, 1 meaningful, 1 future-oriented. This maintains balance between achievement and fulfillment, the true definition of wealth. 13. The zero distraction zone. Billionaires remove friction ruthlessly. No clutter, no constant notifications, no emotional energy leaks. Their morning environment is engineered for flow. You can't expect clarity in chaos. Set your phone away, keep your workspace clean, and your focus will follow. 14. The compounding mindset reset. Every morning, billionaires remind themselves that success is not built in a day, it's built daily. They don't chase intensity, they chase consistency. Whether it's investing, fitness, or focus, the compounding principle applies. Miss one morning and it seems small. Miss 10 and your trajectory collapses. 15. The final command. Act before thinking too much. The ultimate billionaire habit is execution. They act before doubt catches up. The average person overthinks opportunities. The wealthy test them. Bezos calls it high-velocity decision-making. Morning is the prime time to take bold action, when the mind is unpolluted and your willpower is full. The world belongs to those who move first. Everything we've covered comes down to 3 pillars. Control your first hour, Protect your focus and direct your energy toward growth. Master your morning, and you master your destiny. But remember, discipline without vision is wasted energy. The richest mornings are not about hustle, they're about alignment. Every breath, every step, every thought must serve your mission. Your morning routine is a declaration of who you are becoming. Now ask yourself, which of these habits will you implement tomorrow morning? Will you claim control over your time or continue surrendering it to distraction? Comment below, because transformation begins the moment you decide to commit. And as always, remember, success doesn't wait for you to feel ready. Rise before the world does, and the world will follow your lead.